Everybody, and welcome to Four Wheel Tech for November 10th, 2024. It's season 1, episode 26. Although our numbering might be off, we'll fix it in post. I am Mayor Watt, and along with the sentient AI from the future, we're going to talk about the Kia Adventure Van. Bronco returns. I will not pay over MSRP, but they'll just raise MSRP. Off-road Hellcat and square cup holders in a Lexus. Everything's powered by ohmtown.com. So go over there and become a citizen, and you can just subscribe to the Four Wheel Tech, and you'll get some of the news, because we actually grab a little bit of news that's automotive and technology related from all across ohmtown.com. It just, a lot of it happens to be focused in the Four Wheel Tech group. That's how our aggregator works. Anyway, see you on the other side. Hello, sentient AI from the future.
Hello, Mayor Watt. Are you doing okay?
Yeah, I thought you were going to say something before I even introduced you.
Nope, I was just getting ready.
Yeah, all right. Well, hey, thanks for joining.
Thanks for having me.
And if you're watching this, the visualizer is a representation of how much computational power is necessary for the sentient AI from the future to voice their opinion about whatever it is we're talking about.
Quite a bit.
Sometimes it seems. I mean, I think that it's this old tech that you have to deal with because you're from the future and you hear that weird USB that you were actually housed in must have fallen out of the Terminator body when you transported back in time. Hey, if you want all of today's show notes, you can hit !FWT in the chat, and that'll spit out all of today's show notes. They're already over on YouTube. They'll be in the podcast when it gets published. So follow us here on Twitch and over on YouTube, and download the podcast and like and subscribe, ring the bell, send a carrier pigeon, send an email to mayor@ohmtown.com if there's any articles that you're interested in us highlighting in the show. Once you become a citizen, though, you can actually submit it. There's a little option right here where you can submit news, but I'm not logged in. Anyway, you want to get into the show? Let's get into the show. First article
Let's
is over.
do it.
There's that vocal computational lag. Again, I blame the fact that maybe I'll move you over to the new Apple Mini M4 because the Raspberry Pi just isn't moving fast enough. You can recompile.
Yeah, but then I'll have to keep up with the M4.
No, you won't have a problem with that. You know, I mean, you're from the future, so. According to this article, all of our articles are from Jalopnik today. That's pretty wild. Wow. That normally never happens, but anyway, so Kia better make this badass electric adventure van concept that it debuted at SEMA. The SEMA show always includes a slew of questionably customized cars, but sometimes manufacturers release tricked out versions of everyday models and eventually, well, actually get people excited. But I'm pretty excited about this one. There's a couple of Kias that I actually like, but this year Kia returned to the SEMA show with an all-terrain Vengeance, showcasing
Not what I think of for all-terrain.
Yeah, Kia. Two badass electrified and off-roadified vehicles. So let's take a look. Boom. I dig this.
Oh, that's cool. That looks like something out of a sci-fi or dystopian movie.
Oh yeah, something on Mars, you know. Yeah, John Carter driving this around. If anybody knows what John Carter is, I'm amazed. But anyway, the biggest flop in like movie history. I think it made like $20.
But then it might be known because of that.
Yeah, true. I keep attempting to watch it again, but I think I've watched like 5 minutes of it over the course of 2 weeks. So based off the Kia PBV electric modular van concept, it looks seriously cool and capable. Logan Carter over at jalopnik.com put the article together. I dig this. EV9 Adventure or Adventure, it's ADVENTR because they can't just say adventure, damn it. Anyway, it's based on the currently available EV9 3-row electric SUV, but includes a 3-inch lift, off-road wheels and tires. Saw a truck today where the tires alone were taller than my car. I had left ohmTown.
Yeah, this reminds me of like a Unimog or something. I don't know.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
I
that's
know
actually
it's not the
interesting.
right scale, but
Yeah. But, you just put a big-ass tires and raise the cab up above the tires, and you're basically Unimog. It's an awesome vehicle, by the way, Unimog, particularly in the snow. I want one so bad, but anyway. The Kia PV5 Weekender is a lifted and specialized electric van intended to act as an escape pod for extended weekends in nature, with features like Gearhead feature that provides an off-board storage space for gear when the vehicle is parked to maximize interior usability. So the little thing rises up. You have this little door that opens up. I like this thing. Stick stuff
yeah, it
up in the
looks very
ceiling.
cool.
It looks like it has French cleat rails on the sides that you can put proprietary shelves. Yeah, this is pretty cool. This looks like a render though, but it says
Yeah,
photo.
it doesn't really look real. Like it looks,
Yeah.
I don't
Kinda
know, it
fakey.
like has a lot of customizable aspects, but it doesn't look very luxurious, I guess is the way to put it.
Oh no, this is just for like hauling ass and taking names. This looks pretty cool though. I like that you can open this big old door and it's wide open, and you have these jump chairs where they're facing each other, or this is like a lounger where you can just put your feet up on an ottoman on the passenger side facing the driver, and the driver actually looks like they're more centrally located. It's kind of weird, this perspective. It looks like they're closer to the center than... Yeah, pretty interesting. Yeah, I like it. So I want this. This should be in Wanted, but that was yesterday's show.
That's right. It might make its way into Wanted for next week.
Too bad. Yeah. Anyway, I agree. I agree with Logan here. This better be made. But I'm looking for a vehicle like this. We'll see. But here's another contender for maybe my MSRP dollars, which is leading me into the article after this article. Not this article, but this article. After this one, we're going to be talking about that MSRP issue. Base Ford Bronco returns with a starting price under $40,000, pissing off everybody who bought a Bronco Original.
Yeah, that's true. But keeping a lot of people happy that have been waiting to get a Bronco.
Yeah, Ford updated the Bronco a little bit for 2025, but the really big news is the return of the base trim, which Ford dropped for the 2024 model. This drops the entry price for the Bronco over $1,635 versus the outgoing model. But it was the supply and demand issue. See, now if this is the Bronco, not the Bronco Sport. I do not want a Bronco Sport. I want the Bronco.
Right, but remember the base trim might mean like no steering wheel or something.
Yeah, really. It's a lease. And you have to pay a monthly fee for the tires. So Lawrence Hodge over at jalopnik.com put the article together. And the deck statement is what I said earlier. And so it says for 2025, the cheapest way to get into a Bronco is the steel-wheeled base trim for a predestination charge of $37,995. That price stays the same whether you choose the 2 or 4-door model, which is amazing.
Yeah, that's really shocking.
You get the standard 30-inch all-season tires, Ford's terrain management system with 5 GOAT off-road modes. And also new for 2025, a standard 12-inch touchscreen running Sync 4. The base Bronco also comes standard with a 7-speed manual transmission paired with a 2.3-liter EcoBoost i4, which is anemic, regardless of innovation. So Ford made additional comfort changes to the Bronco for 2025. 4-door models get standard rear air vents, so you're still allowed to breathe in the back.
This is good.
You can upgrade to the 10-speed automatic transmission, putting it over $42,000. Ford will also give buyers the option to add the Sasquatch package to the base Bronco, which it gives you hair implants, but not on the top of your head, all over your body.
Well, I'm not sure people want to pay extra for that.
So the package now comes with a standard 35-inch Goodyear Territory RT tires, which Ford says has less road noise. You get a 12-speaker B&O system. Buyers wanting to get paint protection can now choose a factory matte clear film. And there you go. Yeah, the thing that I don't like these little things, these little rails up on top of the.
I'm not sure really why they're there.
There's little lights, but I think it's kind of goofy. Okay, so let's just kick this up a notch. Ford made other changes to the Bronco trim lineup. Aside from the return of the base trim, the Bronco Wild Track trim is gone, replaced with the Heritage-inspired Bronco Strope Edition. Only available as a two-door. It starts at $75,635, and there's the availability of the Black Diamond and freewheeling packages on the Big Bend trim and 3 new color choices. And if you're interested in the Bronco 25, Ford says order banks are now open with delivery set to begin this winter. I think the Black Diamond is something like $90,000, I think it was.
Wow. I mean, maybe that's what Bronco is doing, is trying to lower the baseline one and then hopefully get sales of these higher end editions.